Hey guys, welcome back to another daily tarot card. These are your daily tarot cards for Tuesday, January 26th, 2021. Today we're pulling from the Wonderland cards. Today it's like a message of not following your intuition, I feel. Especially highlighting the Empress, so this could be you as a mother, or like they highlighted in the full moon forecast that one of your siblings may have betrayed your confidence and said something to your mom that shouldn't have been said, and it ends up blowing up and you and your mother end up having a falling out. Or it's your poor decisions and you kind of betray yourself here because kind of counting your chickens before they're hatched here, and there's a sense of loss of financial money. They talk about a letter with the Empress, so it's like, is this an eviction notice? Is this it's a notice of something, like, like not following your intuition in here, and you deceived yourself, with the Seven of Swords, not following your intuition. And this is where you find the emotional imbalance. There's an imbalance here because of this decision. So hopefully you're able to rectify this, whatever this letter is. I feel like it's like you kind of got cocky and you let your ego get ahead of you, and you kind of were besmirching people or besmirching someone that it was like involving your employment, and it kind of came home to roost, unfortunately. So starting with the Five of Oysters, which is the Five of Coins, dealing with bereavement, loss, home loss due to foreclosure. There's the positive thing with this, if you want to see about that, is like this too shall pass. When I was starting to read this for IG, I was like, I wonder if this is what universe was talking about, like, for some, where it's like, this chapter is finally finished. This grief of this time of loss, this time of grief, this time of, I could relate to this in the sense of, overcoming, losing Shane, fighting really hard to overcome this situation, because I feel like, it's like, we talk about this in grief. It's like grief never goes anywhere. So the yellow is our grief. And then we build layers around it. And sometimes it's an earthquake. It affected your life. It shook you to your core. And then sometimes we get aftershocks and it shakes us back to our core. But we continue to build around it, and hopefully it won't affect us anymore. We're still going to get triggered, but not as badly as we have been. I could see it in that sense as well, is, with the yellow as well, following our intuition, usually around our heart here, but I feel like it's like you're overcoming this. This will no longer bother you. This is the end of the chapter for you. And I feel also with the Two of Pentacles here, I feel like you're not balancing your emotions right now because it is in the reverse. So I feel like it's like, at this time, maybe you're doing a final purge of things, and that'll be it for you, But when we go with the Empress, as I was able to read into like the cards more, with the Seven of Swords, with the intuition, it's like someone's deceiving you, but they won't get away with it, or you deceiving someone else and watch your karmic debt. Because with the Empress, with that letter, I feel like, highlighting the full moon forecast where they were like, someone portrays you to your mother, or, portrays you as a mother, some sort of sense like that. And it, it kind of has a negative effect on you, but there's a letter here, they're talking about a letter. So I feel like, 60 days to move. I feel like they're asking you to move. So with the Five of Oysters, turn around in a bad situation, new goals, reconciliation with family or lovers, trouble, decision, isolated problems with family or lovers, failure in a goal or attempt. So when they're highlighting family or lovers, I feel like, misspeaking, because they're going on the higher ground here. This, I guess it's an armadillo, but it's like, on the higher ground here, and it's wearing a turtle shell. So it's on the higher ground trying to escape the situation, but, the oysters still found their way to them because they just climbed on a rock. So they're at eye level. Or you were sitting there on your pedestal thinking that you were better than everyone else, and it's like, it's still caught up to you. So we have the two oysters here. This is usually when we find balance. This is usually, because it has the infinity symbol, even though something, bad has happened, good finds its way back in. Your ship is about to come in, balancing yourself and your emotions. But I feel like because it's in the reverse, I feel like you're not able to balance your emotions in this situation, going back to the Five of Oysters. Your emotions get the better of you, so it's like you lose your judgment here. Maybe it's a heated situation. Or it's like you were talking bad about someone and it got back to them. In some way, it's going to affect you financially, especially, with the letter. I feel like, termination of residence, I'm saying 60 days, so 60 days to quit. So you have 60 days to get out. Maybe they're going to sell the home or tell you they're selling the home. Literary talent, bills, foreign enjoyment, any message or letter. So, message or letter. This is where I feel like, with this, you kind of sitting on your pedestal, down your eggs before they were hatched, and it comes and bites you in the butt in some way. Kind of speaking, they're saying looking before you talk. Looking before you talk is what they're saying. So maybe being more observant before you say anything. Observe the situation. Uncertain advice, beating around the bush, arguments for the Five of Swords or the Seven of Swords. Again with the arguments. So argument, definitely family matters here. And the Empress, so fighting with your mother, having a falling out with your mother. Maybe with the letter, maybe it's a text message. I'm seeing a text. So someone's showing, again, betrayal, with the Seven of Swords. You thought you could trust this person, but they turn around, show you a text. They show her a text message, and, maybe you were having a bad day or, speaking illy because you had to vent because she did something, and, they portray you by showing you this text. So our last card for the Empress. Hesitation, wavering, inability or willingness to concede, procrastination, nervous tension, throwing away resources through idiocy, flakelessness, vanity. And I feel like this is where it goes back to the Five of Oysters, where, they're high on that rock, thinking they could get away from the situation because they got away from three of them. So they're on their pedestal, but they found a way, the other two, to be at eye level and basically call them out on their crap. So I feel like, for some of you, this is the ending of a cycle for you, with talking about the Five of Pentacles, where it's like loss, bereavement, losing your home, where they say this too shall pass. And I feel like you've conquered this, you had the light to look forward to, and you worked really hard to get to that point. And, right now it's like your emotions aren't balanced because it's like, it's bittersweet. You're thankful and proud of yourself for overcoming this situation when so many good people have lost, to addiction and alcoholism, and it just gave up. And it's right now you're not able to balance your emotions. But, but going back to the Empress, where there's this falling out with family. So hopefully you're able to make your way back together. With the the full moon forecast and projections, with the Tower moment, they say, everything will reset and all people will return to their original placement, something around those words. And, everything will heal and you'll be able to return to where you were before. But it's going to take time. And I feel like with this one, because I feel like it's so black and white, talking about the letter there with the Two of Oysters, I feel like because it's so concrete, this is the type of person that hangs on. It's like a dog with a bone. They're going to hang on to it, and every chance they get, they're going to throw that in your face. So, just be very careful of that. Just, watch who you're talking to right now. Watch who you're texting right now. Be careful of what you're doing right now. Watch who, you know what I mean? Because you never, right now, especially with the Seven Swords coming out a lot, especially the full moon forecast, just be mindful of who you're texting. Just lay off of all that right now. Vent on a piece of paper, honestly, and burn it. The least you know, that way it won't betray you. So I hope you guys enjoyed these daily tarot cards for Tuesday, January 26th, 2021. May the universe bless you good. We'll see you for the next daily tarot card. Bye.